I just want everybody to know, in case the light don't catch this, he's not that with the black hat. He got a navy blue hat on today. So you might have jinxed yourself, partner.
This is what you gotta understand, and you're not, because we don't have HD footage yet, you're not gonna pick up on the fact that my hat turned blue because it was sitting in the back of my car and the sunlight made it turn blue. But I wear the black hat when I'm ready to give you the jewels. Ready to give you the jewels.
Oh man, big money coming.
I be walking up in this joint, man. I be walking through the clubs, through the neighborhoods. They all be on the same page. You know what they be saying? Here come big money. Here come big money. See the watch and chain. The money ain't a thing. They like, here come big money. Here come big money. I walk up in the club and everybody yell my name. They like, here come big money. Here come big money.
Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is an elite athlete because he's physically gifted, but the main biggest point is his mental adjustments. If you wanted to issue out degrees in boxing, Shane would be that. Shane will probably have a bachelor's. Floyd just has a doctorate in boxing.
PhD.
He has a PhD. It's a whole different level of boxing acumen that this man possesses. And I'm gonna tell y'all, before we even get into the age factor of Shane Mosley, Shane Mosley's whole career, if you give him east-west direction, he has problems. And he's always had problems. If you don't give him north-south, you give him lateral movement, Oscar De La Hoya. You know, and some of these people were long. Cotto, before he got tired. You give him east-west movement, he cannot find you. With his awkward the one fight with Margarito, before he got tired. You give him east-west movement, he cannot find you. Mayorga, with his awkward style, he couldn't find you. The one fight with Margarito, you know, I counted Shane against him, and like I always said, you know, even though we were pouring these fights, I'm a big fan of Shane Mosley, but I call it like it is. Like the Margarito fight, he looked phenomenal, but Margarito is a stationary north-south type fighter. And I see Richardson is going to add components to Shane Mosley's game, but you are who you are player. He is not a defensive fighter, not a defensive fighter at all, and I'm going to be real with y'all. Just like they counted Floyd out with Corrales, you're going to see a similar performance minus the knockouts.
We had to wait 10 years for a similar performance? You said he was going to do that in the Marquez fight.
Right.
We thought little Floyd was going to come out.
He dominated Marquez.
No, he did, but he had a 135-pound fighter and didn't knock him out. I don't call that dominating.
He didn't want to knock Marquez out.
Well, like, I mean,
that would have messed up.
That's true. Look.
That's true.
Look, guys, everybody's bashing him for fighting Marquez.
I'm not bashing him for fighting Marquez. I'm waiting for this animal that you're talking about.
Listen. We're not. None of us are dumb.
Your frame of reference is 10 years old.
When 50 Cent has an album about to come out, you know he's going to start a beef. All that was to set up a Pacquiao fight. We all know that.
So he's going to dominate Shane Mosley. Not pot-shotting, is he going to dominate?
He's going to dominate Shane Mosley. And he's going to dominate Shane.
So that's a one-hot album every 10 years. Shout out to Nas. The Takeover.
Well, just like most of these fighters.
He started off with a spark.
Just like most of these fighters.
Then his next was...
We went through his resume. We went through his resume. When he stepped up to welterweight, we went through his resume. He tried to set up the Oscar De La Hoya fight that everybody...
It don't matter, the fights didn't happen though. So we don't have a frame of reference. It don't matter how it didn't transpire.
But me and you talked about it.
I know, but we don't have a frame of reference of him dominating anything. He's been dominating little people.
We're talking about...
How many knockouts he got on that welterweight?
He has none.
Floyd? Yeah, how many knockouts he got?
I ain't saying he's going
No, he does. He got
Ricky had.
Sean B. Mitchell.
Oh, come on. That's my point. Another Ricky had. And Ricky had junior welterweights.
No, you're confusing dominating with knocking people out. That's like people...
No, I'm saying...
Hold on. Let me give you an example.
Did he dominate Oscar De La Hoya?
Excuse me. Let me give you an example. An example is when a kid crosses me over and loses the ball out of bounds, and everybody on the sideline says, "Oh, you didn't score." Dominating doesn't have to be slam dunked. He's going to dominate by taking Shane out of the fight. He's going to do Floyd. He's going to pot shot him all night.
And that's boxing. I got no problem with that, but that's not dominating.
He's going to dominate him on the scorecards because Shane is not going to. He's going to dominate him on the scorecards.
I think y'all sadly mistaken. Yep. I think I respectfully disagree.
And the footwork, people are thinking Shane is going to crowd him. I even went there at times. Shane's going to crowd him and be able to, like, I had visions of Shane going to the body and coming up top, crowd him in the corner. Floyd is a lot stronger than what people
Shane
think.
couldn't even crowd Cotto.
He can't handle
Coto's stronger
the
than Floyd.
footwork.
Don't get it twisted. See, that's the thing.
It ain't about
the contrast.
It ain't about strength. It's about footwork.
No, it is about strength because Cotto is a stronger puncher than Floyd. Who hit?
Why couldn't he crowd Cotto?
Because Cotto was hitting with vicious body shots. That's why, and he was backing
And what
Shane
else?
up off of him.
No,
and
no,
he had a. Let me hold up. First of all,
He's
time
fighting
out.
back.
No, he was timing with. I know the exact combo he was hitting him with. He was hitting him with a jab, following with a hook to the body, and Shane was reluctant the first time.
What else was he doing?
What was the first?
Hold on, let me finish that. What else was he doing? What else was he doing while he was doing that?
He was throwing punches and getting hit.
What else was Cotto doing?
He was behind the situation. I don't think it's going to be, I don't think Shane's going to win. I would like to see him win, but I don't think it's going to happen. I can't get all technical right now, but
You don't think Shane's gonna win?
no, I would love for him to, but I don't think it's going to happen.
You think Floyd's that good?
No, the whole Golden Boy trying to set up the Pacquiao fight and all that. A lot of stuff behind it.
So what you got, Mayweather, a decision or knockout?
Decision. Because he's a technical fighter. He doesn't really look to knock you out. He just looks to win. He wants to keep that record.
So you're gonna be on his bike the whole 12 rounds?
Right.
Shooting fireballs.
A lot of these guys at Ohio State football. I told you about my boy Rich in Ohio with the Old E can of beer. Do you know anything about Old E? No, I don't know. Never had Old E before? Yes, yeah, of course. So what's your perspective on Floyd Mayweather Shane Mosley fight?
I think Floyd's in his prime, and I think Shane, he had his blaze of glory, 5 years ago with De La Hoya, and I think, I don't even
Omar, right here kicking it on South Street, my man Omar. Omar, who you got in the fight, man?
I'm going with Floyd, man. He undefeated, dog. I'm going with Floyd. I'm going with Floyd regardless.
No matter who it is, right?
What's your name, my brother? What's your name, my brother? Scoop and Omar right here. They're giving a perspective on the fight. Mayweather.
Sugar Shane Mosley or Floyd Mayweather? Sugar Shane.
Yeah,
There you go. I went to break up the
Is there a
monotony
reason
there,
why,
son.
why you got Shane?
Huh?
Is there a reason you picked Shane?
Don't matter. He got him.
He's gonna win.
He's gonna win.
There you go.
Just
That's
win.
good.
Baby,
You don't
win.
like Floyd's big
All
mouth.
I
You don't
do
like
is-
the way he acts.
Well, that's true. But I do like, but I like to pick winners, and he's gonna win.
There you go.
You sound like a shaker and a mover.
Floyd is not a risk taker like Miguel Cotto. He's not a risk taker. So all that Shane won't be able to crowd him. Floyd is no dummy. He's a defensive wizard, like I said. He's going to be very selective with his punches. Here's the key difference in his fight. He's not fighting a Carlos Baldomir. He's not fighting Ricky Hatton, who had the right game plan, just didn't have the athletic capabilities like a Shane Mosley. Shane got good speed and good power punches in close counters. Floyd Mayweather knows that, so it's going to be a lot of movement without throwing punches in this fight because he knows, like my man Nate Campbell said on our show, he cannot hit and miss in this fight because he cannot fill a wrath for Shane Mosley and afford to get hurt and get
You said Shane had his glory 5 years ago.
and I think Floyd, Shane had his blaze of glory 5 years ago. I think Floyd is in his prime. I think he's getting pumped up for the big payday, Pacquiao, and I think he's going to definitely 7-8 rounds. I think it's going to be over. I think Shane's just an older fighter. I think, as I mentioned before, he was tough in the past.
No, it's going to be a nice rumble.
It's going to be a nice rumble.
I give it to him.
He ain't going to dominate him, though, right?
He ain't going to knock him out.
So what
I
you
can tell
say to
that.
somebody, because some people going around saying he going to dominate. Floyd going to dominate Shane.
See?
Floyd got a whole package, man. Floyd fast.
I didn't say that.
I know.
You said that.
You insinuated it.
Hey, he's taking supplements, not steroid supplements.
You said that. I didn't say that. All I know is when 50 Cent has Dr. Dre behind him, he sells a lot of records. When he doesn't, he doesn't. Soaking that endo, sipping on gin and juice, laid back.